All right, here we go. Today technically is day one of my men's health journey with you all, that I just hope and pray that men, you listen, you take it in, you digest it, and you do something about everything that I'm going to talk about. Take some action. Ladies, if you're watching, pass this along to your men, right? Men tend to, again, like I said in the last video, kind of wear this badge of honor. I know that's true of me. I'm not going to talk about anything to you guys that I probably haven't personally experienced myself. There is no shame. There is no guilt. Like, we are hardwired a certain way for a reason, but sometimes that also gets in the way of us obtaining the health and the life, the vitality, the longevity that we desire, and that you, as our partners, our loved ones, want for us as well, right? So we're going to start today with topic number one. I mean, I have a very specific breakdown of all the things I'm going to cover with you guys, and today is just basically about a man's lifestyle. Like, what do we need to do in our daily lives to hit the goals we want to see and obtain the health we want to have, right? So it really comes down to the basic things, guys. Like, this is stuff that this is not going to be some eureka light bulb moment, some revolutionary thought, but seriously consider it. Are you doing good in these areas in your lifestyle, specifically with nutrition? Let's just stop, pause, think. How much crap are you putting in your body, right? Food. Are you buying ultra processed? Anything in a package basically is going to have processing that has a ton of chemicals in it. That we're not going to talk about hormones today, but I know that's the subject that so many of you guys and you ladies really want to talk about, is testosterone and other hormone issues. So all I'm going to say is the ultra processed foods and other foods, even whole produce that's sprayed with pesticides and herbicides, has so many packed full of what are called xenoestrogens. So just think about chemicals in general. We're not going to go into the deep kind of weeds of this subject, but xenoestrogens, when we ingest them or put them on our body, right, because they're in products that we might use on our bodies as well, promote estrogen. As men, we don't want high estrogen levels. It blocks testosterone, it shuts testosterone production down, and it does all sorts of things in our bodies that we do not want. A small amount of estrogen is normal, men, but testosterone is our hormone, right? We own it, we want it. So xenoestrogens are no bueno, and they're all over the place. Think about the water you drink. So if you're drinking tap water or just filtered water that's through a cruddy filtration system, then there's xenoestrogens in that water. Go to ewg.org and there's a link there you can search the tap water or just tap water database. So just put in your zip code and it literally will show you the water that's coming into your house or your place of business and how much crap is in it. It is literally toxic to all of us, but specifically men, xenoestrogens and the chemicals that are in there. So think about what you're putting in your body. We need protein, just like every human does, right? So high protein, whole food based just diet. That's we don't need to get in specifics of how much protein, all that. That's for another day, another time. But high protein, minimal processed carbohydrates. So get good whole carbohydrates. And fats are your friend, people. Fats have gotten this bad rap that's just totally been busted. The myths have been busted. We don't want cruddy fats, of course. Vegetable oils and canola oils, those are terrible for us. But as far as fats like avocados, coconut oils, extra virgin olive oils, these are fats that are crucial to hormone production, to gut health, to cellular health, energy, right? So it's like these things that we try to limit need to be in us, right, at good levels. And then also, as far as nutrition goes, just again, what I say, protein, good carbohydrates, good fats, and make sure you don't ignore fiber. Men, you need 25 to 30 grams, maybe more if you're a bigger person, of fiber per day. And that's going to help promote proper gut health. And gut health is a topic for another day, but it is literally underlying so many issues when our gut is messed up, including hormone regulation and production. Okay, so all of these things tie in together. Caffeine. So the next subject about lifestyle, how many of us depend on caffeine? I mean, I love a good cup of coffee, don't get me wrong, but when I was 30 to 35 years old, back when I was struggling, it's like it was caffeine dependency because I was so chronically exhausted. I was tired all the time. I woke up tired no matter how much sleep I got. I got out of bed stiff and sore and like, oh my gosh, what is going on? I feel so much older than I am. I would get through half of my workday at that time and I would have to have coffee. I would have to have an energy drink or I would not make it or feel like I could make it to the end of my day. Is that you? Are you struggling with burnout and stress and exhaustion, chronic fatigue? You're not giving the people in your life, the loved ones, the time and energy that you would like to be giving them, right? And the attention. I mean, guys, energy, caffeine dependency is not good. What does that mean when you depend on that? It means there's other things going on at a deeper rooted level that we need to get down to. Start with nutrition, okay? Start with proper sleep. Go to bed, put the dang phone down, put the video games down, turn off the football game, record it and watch it the next day. Whatever you got to do to get more sleep, right? So lifestyle matters. And I'll tell you what, the another big topic that we're going to talk about more lately is stress. There's a lot of stress in our world. And as men, I know we hold a lot of that stress on our shoulders, whether it's, and everybody's situation is different, but supporting a family, being there for a spouse, a girlfriend, a partner, your kids, if you have kids, your grandkids, whatever it is. Like we have a lot of stress, emotional stress, physical stress, chemical stress, which I just addressed a little bit of just a while ago. We have to mitigate each one of those categories of stress. Stress mitigation and management is so crucial. And I can tell you my life turned around as far as my mental health and my physical health when I started to actually practice what I knew and also preached was taking time through my days for short pause breaks. That's one of the best strategies I can tell you. There's a lot more things you can do, of course, but every hour or two, literally, even if you can't get up and go outside and go on a walk and do all these great things, even if it's just sitting up in your desk, if you're at a desk or wherever you're at, pausing and breathing, do some deep inhalation, exhalation, do some box breathing if you know what that is. The Navy SEALs use it, men. We love the Navy SEALs. We love the military. So box breathing shows to reduce cortisol in your body, those stress hormones that get too ramped up and then cause dysregulation of other hormones and blood sugar and all the things, right? So pause breaks, breath work, box breathing. Make sure you know and practice abdominal breathing because that's important. If you don't know what that is, we'll cover that later. But just the point is take action and start making steps and implementing steps. Just think like even if it's every week, you just pick one thing you want to attack. This week, I'm going to try to cut back my caffeine. Next week, I'm going to try to increase my protein intake. The next week, I'm going to try to increase my fruits and vegetables. The next week, I'm going to implement pause breaks. Like it doesn't take a rocket science or a lot of like crazy strategy to just implement these things and see your life turn around. Okay, so that's my encouragement to you men today is to just start evaluating your life. Where do you need the most work and the most help? And you can start doing that a lot of it on your own. Now, of course, it becomes way more complicated than that. I would not be in business if it was as easy as just what I just said. Okay, but you can make tremendous strides in the right direction, just like I did. But when I got to the roots of what was going on inside of my body by testing, not guessing, testing my gut health, testing my hormones, testing my stress response in my body. And then when I knew what was going on, okay, it might be different from the next person, and then implementing strategies to address that, that is when my life changed. Energy levels have never been better. Look, feel, function like I'm 25 years old again. And I'm going to talk about all of that later too and kind of give you guys some testimonials and show you, pictures and diagrams and all the stuff. So I hope you got something from this short talk today. Again, simple. We're starting simple. We're going to dive in more weeds and more things later on as the weeks go on, as the days go on. But I just want to encourage you guys, first, step back, evaluate your life, and just figure out where do I need to put in the work, okay? And more than likely in the coming weeks, we're going to address exactly that, okay? So everybody have a great weekend. Go Huskers, right? If you're a Husker, like some of you guys don't live in Nebraska, I understand, no worries. Huskers are off to a good start. Let's keep it going. Football and volleyball, might I add, and all the other sports. We love everybody. So, all right, go Huskers. Everybody have a great weekend. Bye-bye.